Imagine diving into one of the most shadowy chapters of American intelligence history. Imagine if the creator of The Sopranos brought that same gritty intensity to the CIA's infamous mind control experiments. That's exactly what's happening, and it's got fans buzzing with excitement and a touch of unease. In a move that's stirring up the entertainment world, David Chase, the mastermind behind the groundbreaking HBO series The Sopranos, is teaming up with the network once more to craft a gripping limited series titled Project MKUltra. This project shines a spotlight on a truly chilling era in the Central Intelligence Agency's past, where secret operations push the boundaries of ethics and humanity. For those new to this topic, MKUltra was a real declassified CIA initiative from the mid-20th century that involved covert experiments on mind control, often using hallucinogenic drugs like LSD on unwitting participants, all in the name of gaining an edge during the tense standoff of the Cold War. It's the kind of story that blurs the line between spy thriller and outright horror, and Chase seems perfectly poised to unpack its layers. What makes this announcement even more intriguing is that it's Chase's return to television after a long hiatus. The Sopranos wrapped up its iconic run back in 2007, marking 18 years since that finale that left us all debating Tony's fate. Since then, Chase has shifted gears toward the big screen. He wrote and directed the coming-of-age rock drama Not Fade Away in 2012, which captured the spirit of the 1960s music scene with a personal touch. Later, he penned the screenplay and served as a producer on The Many Saints of Newark, the 2021 prequel film to The Sopranos that delved into the younger days of characters like Tony Soprano and his uncle Dickie Moltisanti. Think of it as a mob family origin story set against the backdrop of the 1960s Newark riots. Oh, and there was that planned reunion with the Sopranos writer Terrence Winter for a chilling horror flick. But updates on that one have gone quiet, leaving fans wondering if it's still lurking in development purgatory. But here's where it gets controversial. Project MKUltra draws directly from the eye-opening non-fiction book Project Mind Control, Sidney Gottlieb, the CIA, and the Tragedy of MKUltra by historian John Lisle. The series promises to be a pulse-pounding dramatic thriller, zeroing in on the enigmatic figure of Sidney Gottlieb, a brilliant yet notorious chemist and CIA operative, nicknamed the Black Sorcerer for his almost mythical role in the shadows of espionage. Gottlieb spearheaded the agency's MKUltra program, overseeing a series of perilous and often fatal experiments aimed at manipulating the human mind. These tests targeted both volunteers and unsuspecting individuals, deploying everything from psychedelics to electroshock in a desperate bid to create the ultimate truth serum or brainwashing technique amid Cold War paranoia. And this is the part most people miss. Gottlieb's work inadvertently seeded the explosive LSD counterculture of the 1960s, turning a tool of control into a symbol of rebellion. Could a man responsible for such dark deeds really be seen as an accidental pioneer of free thought? That's a question ripe for debate. It's downright thrilling to welcome David Chase back to the HBO fold, where he first made his mark. Following the release of The Many Saints of Newark, there was plenty of chatter about spinning off a full Sopranos prequel series. Picture exploring the DeMeo crime family's early days in even more depth. It sounded like a dream for die-hard fans, and honestly, it still could happen someday. But it's refreshing to see Chase channeling his talents into this fresh, provocative tale instead of retreading old ground. No conversation about Chase is complete without tipping the hat to The Sopranos, the show that revolutionized television and arguably launched the golden era we now call peak TV, a time when prestige dramas proliferated, challenging viewers with complex characters and moral ambiguity. Yet, Chase himself has voiced some sobering thoughts on the industry's trajectory. In interviews, he's lamented that the sun has indeed set on that illustrious period. "We're circling back to the old days," he's noted, pointing to how even streaming giants like Prime Video are reintroducing ads to boost revenue. He attributes this shift to our modern, distracted lifestyles. Audiences are multitasking more than ever. Our attention spans are fragmented, and it feels like we're too overwhelmed to engage with stories that demand real focus or intellectual investment. As for the decision-makers at streaming services, Chase believes things are deteriorating further, with content increasingly tailored to short bursts rather than deep narratives. It's a stark reminder that the TV landscape Chase helped shape might be evolving in ways he never anticipated. Do you agree, or is peak TV's spirit still alive in shows today? And to spark your thoughts even more, what if revisiting MKUltra through Chase's lens forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about government overreach? Is Gottlieb a villain, a visionary, or something in between? Drop your takes in the comments below. Let's discuss if this series could redefine how we view history's hidden horrors. About the author. As the news editor here, I'm passionate about uncovering the stories that bridge cinema and culture. My all-time favorite films include timeless classics like Alien for its sci-fi terror, The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford for its poetic take on the Wild West, Braveheart for its epic heroism, The Bridge on the River Kwai for wartime ingenuity, City of God for raw urban drama, Cloud Atlas for its mind-bending interconnected tales, Creature from the Black Lagoon for monster movie charm, The Edge for survival thrills, The Fifth Element for colorful futurism, Galaxy Quest for hilarious sci-fi parody, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo for gripping mystery, The Godfather Parts 1-2 for unparalleled mob saga depth, Goodfellas for kinetic crime energy, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly for spaghetti western flair, Gladiator for arena spectacle, Lawrence of Arabia for desert grandeur, the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy for fantasy immersion, The Magnificent Seven for cowboy camaraderie, Monty Python and the Holy Grail for absurd comedy, Perfume, the Story of a Murderer for. In my downtime, I love sketching ideas on paper, whipping up creative meals in the kitchen, and of course, losing myself in the latest films. I'm also endlessly tinkering with ways to expand my list of hobbies. Right now, it's a fun work in progress that includes everything from amateur photography to debating plot twists with friends.